And at that time, I realized my biggest mistake was not being diversified, meaning not having another strategy besides fix and flips. So very profitable if you do it the right way. You can partner with people if you're going to be passive by just funding the deal if they actually give you what you need and you're secured properly. So a lot of investors, when they are partnering on a flip, they look for a lien position on a property, whether it's going to be first or second, as long as it's recorded. So if that property sells, they get paid. They're looking for additional insurance then to be added onto the insurance policy. So if the property burns down or something happens, a flood or whatever, tornado, whatever, they get paid. So those are the securities that the investor have because they attach their investment to the actual property. And that's the best way to be protected. The other dangers that you run into if you don't have an experienced operator and you're partnering with them is controlling the construction budget, because that is the insane part.
Mhm.
As an operator, you go in and you go into a house, it's already sheetrocked, it needs some repairs, maybe kitchens and bathroom updates, maybe a roof, maybe new windows, cosmetic things. But when you buy the house and you actually start doing the construction, you pull sheetrock from the basement. We have basements here in the US. So certain parts, right? You pull the sheetrock from the basement and you see mold, you see foundation issues, and these were expenses you didn't account for. And it could be more than 20% of your budget. Or if you didn't do proper due diligence, there could be environmental issues. A lot of these homes many years ago when they were built used to run off of oil, and some of them have oil tanks under the ground. And if the oil tank's been in the ground for 50, 60 years, it's a possibility it can have like pinholes in it from it, the metal deteriorating, and then the oil that's in there going into the property, right? Underneath the property. So that causes contamination, which can be remediated, but it's very expensive. It could be 20, 30, 40, $100,000 to remediate it. So that digs into your profit. So doing a proper due diligence, making sure that you add at least a 15% to 20% contingency in your construction budget is the right way an operator should do it. And if you're investing with someone, you should look at their construction budget, see if they have contingencies for unknown, make sure that they have done environmental in their due diligence, make sure that you're at it as a secured lien position, right? And make sure you're at it as additional insured. So that is pretty much what we do when we buy flips. And we've done a lot of that. And after the GFC, we continue to do that in those low income areas. But then post COVID, we made a pivot on flips to ground up construction, luxury spec homes.
Mhm.
And the reason that we made that pivot was because of profitability. COVID was the next hurdle. We had the GFC, then the next big thing was COVID, where everything shut down. Values dropped a little bit, but then after COVID, they spiked back up, which caused an issue where we were investing the affordable house area because we had a bunch of New Yorkers migrating from New York because New York was pretty much shut down. Everybody was getting out of there. So people started to buy houses in New Jersey in droves. And that increased the sales price 30% over list. I mean, I can recall a time where there were people lining up in size order to go see a house. You have an open house and it's 40, 50 people